Sacrifices will be made. Okay. You know what? We're gonna make this a long one. I want to start on the next LP or next hack. I'm pretty excited about it. It just got finished, so like a couple of days ago. So we're just gonna have this be a long one. Let's go. Okay. Let's go. I didn't expect it to come down to this. I've stuck by the Emperor through thick and thin. We won't go down without a fight. Okay, Mork. Oh my god. No! Oh, why'd you have to miss? Balan. Okay, we'll be fine. What do you have? You have a Brave Sword? Okay. Can we get Lori over here? There we go. Perfect. 38. I mean, if we do that, we need to kill. Okay. How do you do? Okay, let's hope things work out. Okay, so far things are working out. Ow. I'm okay. There we go. Okay, let's try to get. Okay, good. That's one hit down. Ow. I don't like this. Dodge. I really don't like this. Okay. Fredericks is down, though. Ugh. I suppose my chickens have come home to roost. Emperor Fested. You are the real. Ugh. Okay, Adelie. Let's go, Adelie. HP skill? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay. What's your, Okay, good. Alright, Dewey. Please don't miss this. There we go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Okay. Alright. And then... Man, Rockus is getting work in on the final map. Didn't use him at all until this moment. Alright. I just want to sacrifice a couple more people. Kasuma, maybe. Actually, you know what? Let's kill this one. On it, because whoever's gonna be up front is not going to be very happy. 53. I mean, 53. How about the Boogiat? Nope. How about a Silverbow? Silverbow would do it. Okay. Nice. Nice, Anissa. Thank you. Okay. These two are basically the only ones that are sacrificial. Okay, let's see. Damn. Damn. Okay. Well, these two had a good run. I just want to make sure. Okay. Okay. I'm not liking the fact that I need to do it this way, but it's what it's coming down to. All right. Frederick sits down, which does help me slightly, because that's 3 leadership stars down, but this is not an easy boss. All right. Okay, nice. I mean, not nice, but out of the two, I'm hoping Anissa lives. Okay, good. Perhaps it's my own doing that wrought this. But I will not let you win without a fight. I will go down as a great emperor. Yeah, well, you killed Kasuma. I am the greatest tactician who ever lived, and have lost like half my party. Chief, I'm falling back. Cover me. Okay. Oh no. This is really bad. We kind of need to take care of this now. All right. It's I really don't like the fact that I have so many units on that right side. Okay, Sigrid. Jesus, Sigrid, you monster. Okay, so you do 60 damage with the Somathera, right? Yeah. Okay, 60. So we just need to do 20 more damage. Yeah, right there's fine. Okay. Can you survive? No. No. Okay. Let's get rid of this guy. I can't. There we go. Okay, 53. Okay, Ketit, what kind of... Okay, Ketit survives. I mean, if she gets hit, she survives. We're gonna be here for a little bit because this is the longest fucking animation known to man. Nice. Okay. And then we... Okay, Sigrid is way overpowered. Especially giving her that tome. It's ridiculous. Okay. Yep, and we just needed Ketit and Sigrid. That was it. I'm gonna be so upset if it pulls like a Radiant Dawn type shit though. Like, you have to kill with Storch. Like, that doesn't even make sense in this case. There we go. All right. There's no reason for me to be dragging this on. Okay. Nope. It's not what I wanted. It's not what we do in this situation. Nice. Perfect. Honestly, this entire time, I thought it was gonna be Bosco. I mean, not the entire time this map, but I wasn't expecting Sigurd to be such a fucking monster. Okay. Yep. And there's another hit. You know what? You know what wouldn't surprise me, though, if this acted like an Nosferatu. But it doesn't, so, alright. That would have made it a little bit more challenging. Alright, but instead, we're just gonna Somathera this bitch. Let's go, Sigrid. Oh no! It's almost like I have a brave light tome. Alright. And so it ends. Festin, is this how you felt in your final moments? No matter. Mikhail, I'll join you soon. Okay, and Final kill, final level for Sigrid. HP, magic, skill, luck. We did it. It's finally over. Good. Let's go home. Now, Vagelus, we can't just leave. We can't leave just yet. Besides, I'm pretty sure there'll be a grand party to celebrate. I mean, cousin, think of the women and ale that await. You realize we are tried and true heroes now, don't you? Heroes. Suppose I can stomach the capital better with an ale. So it's really over. We won? Truly, you mean it? Brother! You two alright? Better now that we're done fighting. Is Lyra right? Is it really all over? Yeah. Let me go talk to Lord Titus. And so he lies, dead. Blood spilling from your stomach, lying there without life. Is this the fate of all who seek to hold such power? Does it always invite such gruesome end? Emperor Festin. There was a hesitation in your movements, a hitch in your swing. There was something holding you back. I suspect that you never wanted any of this either. I could see that the fear in your eyes. Nowhere to go but to die and hope for redemption in the afterlife. Perhaps now you, too, can find peace. Whatever secrets you sought to protect are taken with you to the grave. Lord Titus! Ah, Storch, how do you fare? It's over. We won. It is. All the fighting we have been through together. Culminating in this grand display, an epic climax if there ever was. Surely this will be the subject of a tall tale or a novella, wouldn't you say? At the very least, I'd expect a 3-act, nay, 4-act play. I don't think what we did was all that interesting. I'm just glad it's over. And I as well, Storch. So what happens now? Do you just become Emperor? Don't really get how any of this works. That is to be discussed. The battle on the field is over, but our battle in the court, it is only beginning, and it will be a long, arduous road. I have no doubt that there are loyalists to Festin that linger, and amongst the others that remain, concessions will be made. The path is clear in my mind, but the road is treacherous. Sounds like it. And you, Storch, I will grant you the gold promised to you and your comrades. But for all of your exploits, displays of valor and bravery, I would be a selfish fool to not offer you land and a title. You could become a noble, and your children too would hold great power and influence. You will be a noble statesman, Storch. Noble statesman, Storch. Lord Storchinski. Lord Titus. It's a gracious offer, but is it really something Nonsense! Lord Storchinski. It's quite robust, is it not? Do you not like the sound of it? I sound like a hapless dweeb. Look, Lord Titus, all that, it's not what I'm looking for. I got into this whole mess to get myself out of it. I'm glad the fighting's done, but I want my money, and I want to go home. Back on the farm, with family. You are too modest, Storch. Surely you jest. I know in my outburst earlier, you mentioned this, but I thought it was only an emotional display. You truly deny such power, such prestige, privilege? Yeah, I would. If having power means going through what we just went through again, you can count me the heck out. I'd rather be back at home doing honest work. Not have to worry not about any of this. Lord Titus, you are truly something, Storch. Your loyalty and resolve are infallible, and yet you seek nothing in return. You are a most admirable character. I am glad to have you as a friend. Please, at least accept extra funds as a token of my thanks. And Storch, if you change your mind, you know where to find me. Thanks. I'll stick around for the week, but I'll be heading home after that. If you need me till then, don't hesitate to come find me. Storch. I fear a man with no selfish desire. A man left unwanting. I pray we always remain allies. Still talking like that, my lord? Ah, Helga. I apologize. Am I speaking to myself too loudly? There's nothing to fear. No one else is within earshot. That's comforting. So, Helga, what will you do now? Well, Lord Tidus, or should I say Emperor, I'm leaving. I stick to my word. Make a decision and see it through, right? I did my job. Helga, is there anything I can do? To not have you here, it would be a great loss to me. To you? Pardon me for being blunt, but it's always about you, Lord Tidus. Helga, There's nothing left. I will go my own way. I'm sure one of the others can take my place. They won't be as good, but it's better than no one. All right. Helga, I'm sorry. Perhaps I was too harsh, too untrusting. But you see the reward, the fruit of our labor. My labor. But what do I get out of it? You always talk about being a man of the people, but you only focus on the man, never the people. Helga, no! Helga! No matter. There will be others. Yes. Many will be willing to work alongside me. Lord Tidus, it's over. Very well done. Everyone, do not discredit yourself, my good man. This is a momentous victory, not just me, but everyone. You got that right. Now then, we should get down to business. There's a lot that hangs in the balance right now. 2 states are leaderless, and Lord Sjolstrom is dead. Lady Sigrid, will you take the throne of Lumsk? Yes. I will do my best to build a state my father would be proud of. And I'll be right by your side, milady. Excellent. Most excellent. A new era of Nevinese tradition awaits. This will be a golden age, spoken of in legends. Chief Wolio. Ah, Storch, how are you? Should ask you the same thing. I'm glad it's all over. Indeed. Justice is served, and yet... And yet what? While we may be victorious today, the future is uncertain. The future is always uncertain. I never would have guessed we'd be here after all. That is true, Storch. Tell me, what are your plans now? I'm gonna head home. I'm ready for things to go back to normal. You will not stay by Lord Tidus' side? Surely he will need your support legitimizing his rule. Really isn't my thing. I told Lord Tidus I wanted to go, and he got me. I respect that about you, Storch. You always stand by how you feel, your ideals. It's admirable. I too will return home and rebuild what was destroyed. Thankfully, the war did not wage within our borders for long. When do you depart? Not yet. I must stay here. First, I will need to sign a peace treaty with Lord Tidus. While such formalities are not necessary in my homeland, I suspect it will be important, if only symbolically. I suspect I will be here for at least a few more weeks. I see. Makes sense. Indeed. Storch, please remember you are welcome to Kuching. Always. Thanks, Chief. Same to you. If you ever find yourself in Bolaro, you'd have plenty of places to stay. Can't promise you the royal treatment or anything fancy, but it'll be nice. I can guarantee that. Thank you, Storch. Learned a lot on this journey. I'm grateful to have met you. Likewise. I don't get why Navon and Kuching always have problems. You and your soldiers are a great group of folks. Better than most. Not everyone is like you or I. Many are fearful of the unknown. Those that live differently seemingly threaten your own way of life. Or at least that is how some may see it. Those less open. This is true not only of the Nevinese that started this war, but of the Kuching as well. They love the old ways. They are skeptical to move forward, but this, I wrestle with. How do you mean? While I value our traditions, Kuching is at risk. Our warriors are both brave and true. However, if we look backwards, we may never be able to move forward as a country. Perhaps I can change from within, but it will not be easy to do. I see what you mean. Changing to keep up. It's a good thought, Chief. But just remember, stay true to what's important to you. Indeed, I will. Take care, Storch. I hope our paths do cross again. Yes. Would be nice to share an ale, not as comrades, but just as pals. Maybe someday. Perhaps sooner than you think. How do you mean, Chief? I'll have a clearer sense after peace talks are over. But there is still much that weighs on my mind. Topics I have not fully formed my opinions on just yet. I apologize if that answer isn't what you were expecting, Storch. I think I get it. Thanks, Chief. My advice is to keep your wits about you. You may never know when you'll need to pick up arms again. When this happens, do not hesitate to find me. Thank you. Thank you. I'll remember that, Chief. Wally, should we arrange camp for the evening? Sure, everyone can stay in the castle tonight, since we won and all. Much nicer than being out in the cold, I'd say. That would be nice. Come on, Quetzit. Let's gather the others. Storch, I will see you soon. Be well. I don't like all the stuff, but... And so the war ends. After a year of fighting, Lord Tidus emerges victorious in his conquest against Emperor Festin. With the aid of Chief Walyo, his fellow lords of state, and his many companions, he crowns himself emperor. With Lord Darien and Lord Alexander dead, he carves up their territories to Lord Lori of Offenloch, and the newly crowned Sigurd of Lomsk in order to win approval as emperor. Emperor Tidus quickly signs a peace treaty with Chief Walyo, who returns home a hero and ascends to a new post as head of the foreign relations for Kuchin, as he pushes to modernize their government and way of life. Emperor Tidus promises to rebuild the land and focus on reparations to areas most affected by the war, including families that were separated by Festin's jailing practices. Although Helga has left him, others from Bolaro stay on, and a new imperial army emerges. Emperor Tidus offers Storch a position of great import, including the throne of Bolaro, which he promptly rejects. Storch, doing more than he set out to do, eagerly begins his long journey home. Is the gang all here? Yeah, we're all accounted for. Arcady is late. Figures. Sorry I'm late. You wouldn't believe the time I had getting here. Spare us your tale, cousin. The unsavory watering holes you visit are of no interest. You wound me, cousin. It was a fine establishment. She was no common whore, but a fine courtesan. She sings, dances, cooks, cleans, everything you could want. Sounds nothing like a quiet evening with a book. Alright. We should get going. Yes, I miss my father so dearly. It'd be grand to see him. As I'm wheeled over to him in a coffin. It'll be nice to return to Rask with no worries. Brother! Marlon, are you alright? Yeah, I'm just excited to go home and rest for a bit. A bit? Yeah, just a little while. Brother? I'm going to save the orphans with Lyra and Sage Vernon. It feels like a nice thing to do, and just think of those orphans. Brother? Well, I selfishly wish you could stay by my side. And heck, have you help out at the farm. I know this means a lot to you. Go and be safe, you hear? Brother? I'm grateful. I hope Mom and Dad will feel the same way. You know how grumpy he gets. It's hard to argue with saving the orphans. Yeah, that's true. Just thinking of those poor little old orphans. Ain't got nobody. Brother, let's go home. You betcha. Their journey home was long, but largely uneventful. As the Bolarans neared their homes, the scent of the ocean breeze filled their noses and eased their weary spirits. On the final evening of their journey, Storch and Esfir engage in a conversation. Storch, Esfir, everything alright? Been quiet this whole trip. Do you ever think about what caused all this to happen? Why Emperor Festin worked so closely with those dastardly fellows? He had a secret to keep. According to Cassius, he wasn't the true heir, so he was blackmailed into helping them out. But beyond that, why would they care? A dark cult doing mind control experiments? What is the end game here? Cannot rest easy just yet. You're right. Maybe there's still more to be uncovered. Stones left to turn over and the like. And Lord Tidus. He was so eager to resort to violence, all to take the throne for himself. I fear what power will do to him. He had only been Lord of State for a few short months prior to this. As long as he doesn't do anything stupid, we'll be okay, right? I hope so. But I just have lingering questions about all of this. I fear this is not the last we will see of the Order. Well, I sure hope so. I'm tired of those guys. Well, besides Cassius. He was a nice guy. Was. Was is the key word. But heck, this whole thing was exhausting. I pray your optimism is well-founded, Storch. But we may never know for sure. You know, Esfir, if I've learned anything on this journey, it's that sometimes you just gotta accept that there will be uncertainty. There will be gray areas. I've learned there ain't no such thing as good and bad. It's all in how we choose to react. I can't live worrying about such stuff. I just want to do what I can to make the most of the time I have. That's all. Perhaps so, Storch. But remember, when that day comes, will you be ready to take up arms again? Yeah. But for now, let's try to enjoy ourselves. I can only control so much in the world around me. Plus, we're almost back at home. After all this hard work, I reckon even towing the field will feel like a breeze now. Yes. We'll soon be indulging in the simpler pleasures. Anyway, keep an eye out. The others should be here soon. I know they went to gather materials to prep for the last camp. Ho! If it isn't the noble Lady of Lomsk, Lady Esfir, and the King of Valaro, Lord Storchinsky himself in the flesh! I gotta say, not many people would boldly refuse such a title. Well, you know me, Arcady. Never wanted any of that. I've seen enough of that world to know I want no part in it anymore. Fair enough. I'm just glad I won't have to shake my fist at you when you raise taxes on me. It'll be easier to do so when the person doing it isn't a dear friend. Lord Titus, or Emperor Titus, agreed to keep taxes in Balaro low. My understanding is they are sorting out how to carve up these lands, but I suspect Lord Lori will oversee them. She'll be the Lord of 3 states? She made out pretty well, I'd say. But these are concessions that Emperor Titus had to make in order to legitimize his rule. Had he not, he could have been challenged. Bah, politics. Remind me never to think about any of that again. You said it. Phageless, how was the hunt? See for yourself, cousin. Tonight we dined on venison over an open flame. Venison? You're the real hero of this tale, cousin. I beg to differ. Esfir got us a great deal on kegs from the capital. We'll have enough ale to open our own pub. Hey, now that's an idea. Old Storch can grow some barley for us. We can start a business. Arcady and Friends Pub. A place where the ale is as fine as the women. Somehow, I don't think they'll buy it. Come on, let's get the fire going. Sure, let me help out with that. I'll help you skin it, Vagelus. Thanks. Allow me to assist as well. Storch, wait just a moment. What is it, Esfir? Before we join the others, there's something I must tell you. Huh? Sure. I'm all ears. There's just something I suspected for many years, and I think I may have, through our journey, unraveled a mystery. I want to tell you something that you probably didn't know. It happened when I was in Balti over 15 years ago. Whoa, wait, that was it? There has to be more. Okay, yeah, we finally finished Vision Quest. If you're still watching this episode at this point, I don't know why there's black bars over turns. But if you're still watching it at this point, the next thing that we're gonna be, our next hack we're gonna be playing is, anyways, the next hack we're gonna be playing is Code of the Black Knights. It has nothing to do with the Black Knights from the Talius games, but this hack was created by his name was Mikhail, and it just got finished a few days ago. So I'm really looking forward to playing this game. I played around with the beginning, like the initial chapter a little bit to get kind of a feel, and I'm really looking forward to playing this one next, especially since, you know, there's other hacks that are getting played, or that have been played, that, you know, get more attention than this one, like The Last Promise, Vision Quest, Justice and Pride, Souls of the Forest, Wrath of the Sun God, I think. So I'm really excited to play this next hack. I will remember to include the link down below in every single video. I'm just working out some things, but that is going to have to wait. There will be another LP that will be starting later on this week that I'm really looking forward to as well. So I'm going to be a little busy playing a whole bunch of games and recording a whole bunch. But yeah, I really love this hack. Vision Quest was a fantastic game. The story as a whole was really well done. Yeah, it had its weak moments, but that's gonna happen in most games. Anyways, that's gonna happen in most games, and it was done really well. There are some things that I wasn't the biggest fan of, but that's more has to deal with personal choice as far as story goes. One of the biggest things I think that this game could improve on is having the kind of the last part. I know I lost a lot of units in part 4, but it's because I was being way more reckless than I should have. But part 4 was way too easy. Now that doesn't mean you have to ramp it up like a whole bunch. Only doing it with a couple of units was... There was a lot of times where I could have done that. And there wasn't a whole lot of oh shit moments that I had to actually plan around that weren't just because of me being a fucking idiot. So part 4 I think could have been a little bit more difficult, especially since you're fighting through an entire empire to get to Emperor Festin. And there should have been times where the boss stayed stationary. It would have made it a lot more difficult. Like Festin, for example, like him staying up there and increasing the amount of guards he could have had, I think, or increasing the amount of guards he had, I think would have made it more difficult. Frederick's moving is perfect. That I really enjoyed the fact that Frederick's moved. Festin could have stayed there, and I think it would have worked out a lot better. And like I said, just give him some more guards to make the fight to him a lot more difficult. And we're still going because this game has a lot of units. But very well done hack. I'm excited to see if Pandin and the rest of his team, are going to be doing something else. Driven by fear. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Pandin, thank you for making such a great game. Every game is going to have its downsides, and honestly, the upsides to this one far outweighed like the minor nuisances of everything else. Jesus Christ, Bosco. Oh, cool. Underdonk learned how to cook curry. Nice, Anissa. 16 years later. See? This is what I mean. It appears that the bandits are threatening the Osterk people down at the border. The Osterk? You mean the cave folk? Some say they are savages, but they are my people all the same. Send a force out to deal with the bandits. My forefathers never paid much mind to them, and history books speak of their oppression. I will seek to end this through a display of good faith. The first of many. We will bridge the gap that divides the people, and bring Nevanese of all stripes closer, as one united empire. Yes, Lord Titus. I will share the news with their envoy and prepare the troops to assist. Excellent, thank you. Do you have anything else to report? What of Storch? Yes. I received the word about the whereabouts of Storch. Emperor Titus, he was last seen in Rask, our scouts say. Although he seems to be maintaining a low profile. Tracking him down will be challenging. I see. He was my dear companion those years ago. How foolish I was to toss away that friendship. Alas, time marches on, does it not? Forgive my musings. Are we to continue to search for him? No, we can move on. He truly was serious about staying away from here. I want to apologize for my crass behavior, but perhaps it is befitting of the situation. The Emperor kowtows to no one, am I wrong? Indeed, Emperor Titus. Additionally, I do come bearing other news. So you do. Then speak, my good man, speak away. I have a report from the physician about the harem. And? Nothing. None of the women are currently with child. I see. Thank you for the report. By your leave. This report. So, it's true then. I suppose the chance of my legacy will not live on. I'll be the first and last Emperor Titus. But what if there was an heir, Emperor Titus? What? Who goes there? Show yourself. Ooh. Well, it's been quite some time, has it not, Emperor Titus? My, how grandiose you become in your new home. Horvath, what do you want? I desire many things, Emperor Titus, but that is not for you to know. But I can tell you something I've learned, Emperor Titus. You speak of your condition. An inability to produce a child. If it were learned I was unable to produce an heir, my rule would be thrown into question. You fiend! Exploitation! Exploitation of an ailing man! True cruelly is bound That didn't work right. You wound me, Emperor Titus. I don't wish to harm you. I only wish to help. I'd not be so petty to waste my time venturing here, only to sling insults without merit. It would be uncouth. No, I came presenting information. Perhaps information you'd be keen to learn, Emperor Titus. Information, you say? Is it dire? Go on. This newfound news of yours, my Emperor. I suspect this detail will be of even greater import. But your lineage will not end with you, Emperor Titus. In fact, it is alive and well. What? You say yourself above petty remarks, and yet you stoop so low. Unbelievable! I will call the gods, and My, such anger. If you call the guards, your secret is good as out. Extortion! I will not be controlled by such games. But you will, Emperor Titus. Your rule is legitimate, yes, but you still have enemies. The people of the defeated land suffer at your ordinance to hand Nabokov and Horshot's fates to Sigrid and Lori, states that are now but colonies in your own dominion. There would be many who'd be happy to see you fall. I can guarantee that. And not to mention, without the promise of a future heir, those who pledge loyalty to you may turn their blades to remove the Emperor to foster stability, a dynasty you are denied. Fiend, you speak falsehoods, liar among liars, a traitorous worm beyond redemption. I will take no threats from such a lowly man. Keep squawking, Emperor Titus. It'll be your undoing. I suppose your heir will also have to die. The Empire embroiled in war yet again. No, I could not allow my people to suffer. Then you'll do well to listen, Emperor Titus, for this heir, all of your blood, may not be loyal to you. Perhaps they challenge you for the right to sit atop the throne. An heir of mine I would love without condition, to have a son or daughter to call my own. While my aims are preservation, I yearn to be a strong father, a model to my child, whomever they may be. With the kindness I'd showed them, why challenge me? It may not be that they would challenge you in battle, but they may challenge your authority, and the weight of the crown you wish to make them wear may be rejected, tossed aside, that all yearn to perch atop a throne as you do, clutching at it with your talons. Some would prefer to enjoy the simpler pleasures in life. To men like you and I, what pleasure is there greater than power? No, this cannot be. Who is the child? Tell me! Tell me or I'll separate your head from your shoulders! Now you see it, do you? Took you long enough. The child. She is more familiar to you than you would know. A daughter. A beautiful, beautiful daughter. So I am the father. But how do you know? I will tell you. But first, you must make a promise. A favor I must ask of you, my Emperor. I have little choice but to accept. The word of my condition gets out. The Empire will be at war. My life, my authority, all at risk. I cannot allow this to happen. So please, if you offer me salvation, tell me, what is it? The royal blood that flows through your veins has an aura. Practitioners of powerful elder magic such as we can see this. We can sense the mythic properties of bloodlines, and I have found a match to you, my Emperor. She has traveled with you for a time. She is also a student of the Anima Magics. Surely you know to whom I refer to, Emperor Titus. No. Could it be? Young Lyra is my daughter. That would mean... Esphia? No. It all makes sense now. That was how she was so familiar to me. Was but a hazy night in my youth, but now, it all makes sense. I'm glad we are aligned, Emperor Titus. I'd recommend you send a messenger for her. But first, the conditions of our deal. As ashamed as I am of my actions, I'm a man of my word. I will do the favor. There is something of great import to me. It resides in Mahala, in the castle of Queen Akela. Of great import for the future of my line and to ensure peace. I am left with no choice. Go on. Then let us begin. Oh. That's nice. I like that. That's a good... That's a good, good... It's a good ending. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Yeah, we're gonna continue letting this, or the credits go through, but they seem to be a little glitchy, or at least in some aspects a little glitchy. But so the one other thing, it's small things. It's all small things with this hack. So the other small thing, I kind of would have preferred those, like the ending things and that being switched, but that's just because I'm recording. So that way, like, I would have had this time to talk about it, instead of talking about it and then having dialogue stuff. But that's just from needing to record it. If I was playing it, it would be perfect. So can't please everybody all the time, but you definitely please me most of the time for this, a vast majority of it. Yep. Okay, so that is going to be it for, geez, how many more are there? Anyways, that is going to be it for us today, everyone. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, go check out Pandon. He has a YouTube. He does LPs of other things as well. And go to look up Fire Emblem Vision Quest. Download this hack and play it. I guarantee you it is not going to go the same way it did for me. Because you get so many units and you have so many options on how you want to complete it. So, thank you so much for watching, everyone. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye.